Hello everybody and welcome to the Lynn Life. My name is Jonathan, and for those of you who don't already know, I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynn, who has a brain injury. And I decided we'd use this video to kind of bring you up to date and give you some updates. Lynn's going to be on the video a little bit later, and we're sitting out on the patio right now. Beautiful summer day, nice little breeze, and it's a good opportunity to sort of reflect and to tell you what's going on with our lives as of late. So let's get going. My name is Jonathan, and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynn, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are a bit different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynn Life. Well, I'm just coming off a very busy week for me. If you don't already know, I'm retired, but I still freelance, and I shoot and edit television commercials still. And the busiest time for me is the first week of the month. So I had a very busy week. Didn't have time to do a regular vlog this week at all because I was busy doing the commercials. So it is now Saturday, and I usually post these on Sunday. So I've got to shoot something and edit something today to be ready to post tomorrow. On top of that, we don't have an aide today. We've been having some issues with staffing, and we haven't been having aides on Saturdays. So generally not a big problem unless I have something to do. In this case, I do have a vlog to shoot. So Justin's inside with Lynn right now. It's just before lunch, or right around lunchtime, and she's on the couch right now, just sort of resting, and she's waiting for lunch. Justin's heating it up for her, and so after lunch, she's going to come outside with me, and we're going to discuss a few more things. We're going to talk with her. That's always entertaining. We don't know what's going to come out when you talk to Lynn. So that's always fun. So what else is going on? What else is going on? I know we want to thank our viewers, because the channel is growing quite rapidly, and it's interesting some of the comments that I've been getting. For the thousands of views that we get every month, there's always a few people that leave me comments that they are caregivers as well, and I really appreciate those. I appreciate you telling me that. It's nice to know that I'm reaching people like myself, and you tell me about your, what it's like for you to be a caregiver and what you're going through. And that's really what this channel is about. I've thought about it a lot, about what is this channel about? And it's really, when it comes down to it, it's about me. It's about me as the caregiver. It's about me, or our life, coping with a brain injury, a sudden disability in the family, and learning how to cope with it. And I want to show people that, you still have a life. You can still do things. And so a lot of the other stuff that you see, it might be Justin and I going to a ball game, or doing different things, or reviewing a product or whatever. But that's just to show you that there's other things going on in our life. It isn't all about just caring for Lynn. You can still carry on a pretty normal life, and Lynn's very much a part of that. One example will be our next, hopefully it'll be our next video the plans are for Justin and I this coming week, to go to Syracuse Nationals, which is the largest car show in the Northeast. Something that I'm very, very interested in, and I always used to go to it. Justin and I haven't gone to it since, well, before COVID. But I used to go to it even before Lynn's brain injury. It's something that I used to enjoy going to. So we're going to go to it again this year, rain or shine. And my plan is to vlog it. So if that all goes well, then the very next video will be the Syracuse Nationals car show. So that'll be interesting to another whole group of people. And out of thousands of people that may watch that, there'll be a few more people that are also caregivers. That's kind of how it works. That's kind of how it works. But we have reached another a milestone just a couple days ago on YouTube. We are now we qualify for monetization. So that'll be happening. You won't see much of a difference. You may see some ads that come up on the on our videos from time to time, but that's we get paid for that. We get 55% of the ad revenue, which really won't mean much at this point. But as we get larger, you know, it'll be nice. It certainly will help out, being that we're retired and have a fixed income, so anything we can get would be helpful. So that's happening. So I think I'm going to go in, see how Lynn's doing with lunch, and then we're going to come back out with her. Well, Lynn's back. Hey, Lynn, how was your lunch?
Was delicious.
Remember what you had?
Tomato and a lettuce and a bacon.
Is that what you had? But you've been asking for a BLT. And I promise I'll be making you I'd like a BLT. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a BLT. No, you had pizza, but there was bacon on it. I made a pizza yesterday with bacon on it. That's probably what got you thinking about that, right? So you had pizza. It was left over from last night. You enjoyed that. What else is going on in your life?
I've been going horseback.
Horseback riding? You did go horseback riding this week, didn't you? If you're hearing any sound, I think they're baling hay over there or something. That's what it sounds like. But yeah, you went horseback riding. Boy, you really enjoy going up to the Root Farm, don't you?
Yes.
And it's not just about seeing the horse cruiser. You enjoy, you know, your therapeutic horseback riding and all like that, which is really good for you. But you enjoy the people, and you enjoy all those other animals up there. You get to see a lot of other animals. And in fact, it was a couple weeks ago that you got like an extra tour. You get to see like the donkey, and you got to see the little miniature horse. His name's Thunder. He's very noisy. You got to see the cows, Darla and Daisy. And actually they're heifers. And they have something up there called cow cuddling, where you can cuddle with the cows. They're very friendly. All the animals up there are extremely friendly because they're so used to people. They have nothing to fear. Kind of like the wild animals we have around here. Right? You like to watch some of the animals?
Yeah.
What animals do we have coming around here?
Squirrels.
Squirrels.
And we used to have a chipmunk.
No, we still have chipmunk. I have a funny story to tell you about that. We have a chipmunk, we got rabbits, we got 2 rabbits that come in and visit every morning and every evening. And we even have a skunk.
Bela died.
No, he didn't die. No, we got a couple chipmunks. And we even have a skunk. We have a skunk. And it was it a week or so ago? If you're sitting out here like later on in the afternoon, late afternoon maybe, I think it was around 7 o'clock. And the skunk decided to come prancing by. And man, Lynn was out here with her aide. You should have seen how quickly the 2 of them bolted for the house. The skunk came by on.
Well, it was a scare.
Yeah, the skunk came by on 4th of July too, in the evening, after dark, when you were already in the house. Justin and I were cleaning up, and we didn't see him, but boy, we smelled him. And Justin took off into the house and left me to clean up. He said, "I'm not going outside." He didn't want to get squirted. But skunks aren't going to squirt you unless you startle them. You know, it's a defense mechanism. But boy, it was stinky. It's good and stinky. But oh, the story about the chipmunk, which what's the name?
Chip and Dale.
Yeah, Chip and Dale, and I think this one was Chip. I feed the birds, and I keep a lot of bird seed in the garage, and I have a container that I have a big bin that I use to store it, and then I have a smaller kind of a clear plastic bin that I use to bring out to the bird feeders and fill it. And I heard some rustling, and I looked, and I could see something inside that smaller clear container, and I thought it was a mouse.
Chip.
Yeah, it was Chip. It was Chip. He had somehow gotten himself in there, and he couldn't get out. And I picked him up, and he's looking at me, and he started squeaking. And I'm like, "What the heck are you doing in there?" So I had to, I brought the container out, opened the lid, and he took right off. I saw him out this morning. He was out there this morning. He's fine. So he sure wasn't going to go hungry in there, because there was still some bird seed, but not a whole lot, so it wasn't high enough for him to be able to get out. There's like a little latch at the top, and he must have opened it up, gotten inside, but then couldn't get up high enough to crawl out. He was trying, but he couldn't quite get it. So that's our Chip story. Got a bird on the bird feeder right now.
Did a Dale die?
No, they got Chip and Dale. It's tough to tell them apart. Sometimes you see them too, the two of them together. But you got all kinds of birds. I see a red-winged blackbird over here. Got a sparrow on the bird feeder right now. There's always a lot of activity. There are deer even come out, but they're kind of over in that corner, and they come out early in the morning. Lynn's never seen them. See rabbits all the time. We have an occasional woodchuck that stops by. That's the one animal that I will relocate if I see him, if he's here often enough. And because they cause a lot of nuisance, and they'll eat all my vegetables, which are doing well, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're growing vegetables.
They're doing.
I have a lettuce. We eat lettuce regularly, and our zucchini are doing very well. And we got some flowers.
Parsley.
Yeah, we got all that parsley and basil growing over here, and chives and all. So we use all. And I got cherry peppers growing. I have little cherry peppers now, so. They're doing well. You don't like those, do you? No, Lynn doesn't like spicy. I do. I like cherry peppers. I'll put them in a salad, or I like to have cherry peppers in like my Rickies and things like that. Right? So what else is going on? Oh, you had a visitor this week. Well, I missed it because I was out shooting a commercial. But one of our aides has a granddaughter. And she first came to visit when she was a little baby.
Her name was Ava Rose.
Yes. And if you had seen that video a while back, you'll see Lynn with a little baby. Now she's big. And here's a picture of her. She's standing now, and Lynn's looking at her while she's sitting in her chair. So that was a good day, huh? When you get to have you like having visitors, animals and little kids. Those are your favorites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So things going well. The channel's going well. What do you think of all our extra viewers we've been having? Do I read the comments to you?
Yes, you do.
I always read the comments to Lynn. So please leave a comment, and I'll read it to Lynn, and she appreciates it. There have been some comments that have been directed specifically to Lynn, and I think that's nice, right? So she likes it.
I like it.
Yes. So, what do you think? Should we put a close on this video now? So, we'll see you next time
On the Lynn.